Hi, this is Shawn. Welcome to GuitarReferenceGuide.com. In this lesson, we're going to go through Get Lucky, the Daft Punk song featuring the great Nile Rodgers on guitar, Pharrell Williams. This is a really fun song to play. I'm going to show you a lot of different techniques, muting, how to voice the chords in some different places. So for those of you that have a hard time when you first look at this video and it looks difficult because I'm playing some of these chords higher up on the neck, I'm also going to show you an easier way to do it down in the first position. The chords are going to be B minor, D, F sharp minor 7, and E. And those are all the chords in the song. So the devil lies in the details of the right hand, trying to get that funky, scratching, kind of muted, syncopated rhythmic sound that you hear when we're playing through the chords. So thanks so much for visiting us, GuitarReferenceGuide.com. If you like what you see, please subscribe. I have a lot of videos coming. You can also check me out on Facebook. The Facebook link for my page is down below. And this is a really fun song, so let's get started. Okay, so we have a B minor chord, 3rd finger, 9th fret D string, 1st finger is going to bar the G, the B, and the high E string. Next chord is going to be a D chord. We're going to bar the D string, the G string, and the B string at the 7th fret with our index finger. Then we're going to come to an F sharp minor chord. This is going to be a minor 7 chord. This is 9th fret you're going to bar. 2nd finger on the 10th fret of the B string, 3rd finger on the 11th fret of the D string. Sound like this. Now lots of times you're just hearing these notes, but the whole chord, if you want to play it, will be here. You could also put your pinky down here on the E. It sounds real good. Sometimes you hear that as well. Then we have the E chord, which is the same as the D, but at the 9th fret. So we're just barring those 3 strings, the 9th fret, and you can also put your pinky here at the 12th fret. So we have B minor, we have D, you can also put your pinky here if you want to play that, and your 3rd finger here. Those are other notes that could be in that voicing of the chord. F sharp minor 7, and then E. Just like the D, up a whole step, 2 frets. Those would be the chords. The strum pattern. I'm going to go through it really slow and then break it down for you, then we'll speed it up. Now, we're going to start by talking about a couple of techniques. When you do fret these chords, to stop them from sounding, you just lightly take your fingers off, and that stops the chord from sounding. So you're still holding the chord down, but you're just touching the strings. So if you lightly take the pressure off, it stops the sound. This makes for a very syncopated, rhythmic type of sound when you're strumming. The mute works the same way, but you just don't press down. You just don't fret. When you run the pick through the strings, it should have that kind of sound. So you're still holding the strings, but you're not pushing them down to the fret, and that gives you the mute sound. So this is a combination of a syncopated rhythm and muting. So we have down, down, mute, up. That's the first thing that you would do. Down, down, mute, up. Now we're going to, after that, two mutes. Down, down, mute, up, mute. Now we're going to have a downstroke and then a downstroke on a mute. And then an upstroke. So we have one more time. Down, down, mute, up, mute, mute, down, mute, up. Now the last part is just a quick down, up, mute, and then a down, and then you hold it. So down, down, mute, up, down, mute, up, mute, mute, down. And then if you get a little faster, next chord would be the E, the D, I mean, barring this. Then we move up to the F sharp minor. Sometimes you might want to put your pinky down here, that sounds good too. And then the E, just barring these three. Now you can also put your pinky down here and that works well also. Use both of them, experiment. So that would sound like this. So in addition to just playing the rhythm in this position, it'd be good to work out some different voicings and play it in some different parts of the neck. For example, we could play it here. This would be B minor, so we start here, B minor. First finger, second fret, second finger, third fret, pinky, fourth fret, third finger, fourth fret. Play a regular D chord. And then we would play the F sharp minor chord like this. You could just bar these three if you have a hard time playing these four. And then we have the E chord, regular first position E chord. You could also play that like this. That chord works really well for this style of playing. So if I played it in this position, it would sound like this. We have a B minor. Play it like that or like this. We have a D. Play the D like that or like this, barring these three, second finger, third fret, third finger, fourth fret. Then to go to the F sharp minor, look how easy it is. Just take your middle finger off and you're at the F sharp minor. And you take this whole shape, you move it up 2 frets, and you have an E chord. So that would sound like this. So that would be another good option to play the song. A little easier, super easy. You can just play the B minor like this, D like this, F sharp minor like this, just barring these three, and then E, regular E chord. So that would be the strum pattern and some different options for playing through the chords. You could also play it here if you want. You could play D like this, F sharp minor 7 like this, maybe play E like this. So I recommend trying different voicings. Once you learn it here, moving it lower on the neck, and then mixing and matching the different chord voicings. Sound a little more exciting when you play it like that. So there's a couple of different guitars that you hear over this. There's an overdub guitar playing little single note lines. One of them sounds like this. It comes in on the second beat of the measure, so 1. So you're just playing a single note. And then the third time it's going to go. So we have the 9th fret, 7th fret, 9th fret, 7, 9, it's all in D string. Now we go to the 6th fret of the G string, and then back. So if I counted you in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 1. Now what I'm doing to get that sound is it's very similar to muting all the strings, but I'm just muting the single note line by doing the same thing we did to mute the strings, and then muting it. And that's the single note line. 1. Real slow. And that's really fun. Now, when you get a handle on that, another cool technique is to mute all the strings and just strum that one string, like that. So what I'm doing when I do that is I mute all the strings by arching this finger and using my thumb also. So when I strum all the strings, the only one you hear is the 9th fret on the D string. So. And that's another great technique to employ when you're playing this style of music. Now, you can incorporate both things, you know. So, as you're playing the rhythm, you can also start incorporating